Hey, what's up, guys? This is Tom. I have Becca here today. You guys requested her, so she is here. It is Friday, August 23rd, I believe. I don't know. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, 23rd. What's going on, Becca?
Not much.
All right, so this is our Friday. We are doing our singles. I believe we all have 5 singles at or around 80%. If you're feeling good, you can go a little bit up, you can go a little bit down. From what I recall, everybody had a pretty good day. I don't remember too many misses. How did you do? I don't remember. I don't pay attention to your lift.
I did pretty well. I think I got frustrated though on snatches.
Well, yeah.
Coming on my toes too much.
That happens. And I mean, the thing you have to keep in mind, these we're not going crazy. I know you guys are used to us going, oh, I didn't wear a shirt. I'm sorry. I didn't wear a shirt to that day. Sorry. But the thing you gotta keep in mind, we're doing a lot of volume. We're not going to max as often as we did before in the other videos. But the thing is, we're doing a lot of doubles, a lot of sets at a certain percentage. So we're working on just consistent technique at certain weights, and it still beats you up just as much as going to max. It kind of sneaks up on you there though some days, like Becca was talking about.
I think doing multiple reps at the same percentage weight is actually mentally tougher than if you were to increase each time.
I would definitely agree with that, because you gotta focus. Yep. You can't just grip and rip sometimes. Sometimes that works, but other times, like you were just saying, when you do doubles or triples or complexes, grip and rip is not going to get the job done. So I want to point out Ryan here. I don't know what he changed, but his catch is so much. I mean, he's still Gumby in the bottom. Like, he can get up on, twist his ankle to the side and still stand up, but his catch is so much better. I don't know what he's doing differently, but
he's squatting a lot.
He is squatting a lot. He's doing a lot of front squats and stuff, but it's just his snatch overhead position is just getting so much better. What we got here? Tim. Here's Sean. And then we were talking about Sean James and I were talking about Sean in the last video, and we were even talking about it today at practice a little bit. Sean's got sometimes he just tends to he pulls that bar straight up to his knee, and then it gets a little bit away from him. Yeah, you got a little bit on your toes there, not too much though. I mean, it's not. And there's Caleb. Caleb was always 3 sets ahead of everybody else. Caleb don't play around. He gets in there, he gets his work done, and he leaves. Sometimes he didn't say a single word to anybody.
He's so focused.
Very focused. That wasn't terrible. Jimmy Christmas. There's D. James Tatum. I think he looks a little more like Tom Selleck each practice. The little facial hair thing he's got going on. And I know Mike's got a little bit of a wrist injury right now. He's telling me about that. Yeah, you see them shaking it off right there. I guess he said he caught a clean weird or something in the morning. There was no elbow touch or anything like that, but he said he just noticed as he was standing up with a little bit of pain, and as the day went on, it got worse. So he really was struggling a little with the snatches.
I wasn't happy with that one.
Obviously. Oh, wow. I think it's the first time I've seen Trevor jump really forward like that. But doesn't matter. Trevor's one of those dudes. He's got a really strong upper back. So, look at that. Flash. Yeah. Trevor's got a really strong upper back. And he's really, like James said, he's really good with the eccentric phase. That he can just catch a lift that may not be in the right spot and still pull it all the way back and into him. And there's Morgan. You see, she's still working off the blocks. She did say we were talking about this last week. Her back is getting better. It's kind of just a precautionary thing now.
Yep.
But she's doing a lot better. Even her movement off the block. She was kind of shaky at first, but things are getting a lot better for her. And that's a little better from Sean. You can even see if you pause the video just a little bit right before that bar gets into his hip, there's a little bit of space, and you want to keep that bar as close to you as possible. And that'll help too, because I know Sean sometimes has an issue with pressing out weights. And that'll usually alleviate a lot of that. It's just keeping that bar close all the way up and through your finish. And then James, he's getting a little chunky there. He told us this morning he weighed 82 kilos. Which
he said 83, I think.
83, yeah, you're right, yeah. And that's heavy for James. He just must be out in the sun too much. Just getting too jacked and tan all at the same time. But his clean and jerks, I know he's been catching a bounce really well lately, coming out of the bottom on those cleans, so that's really good to see. Because he's really one of those guys that can get to the point where he's clean and jerking 65, 70 on a consistent basis. Chuck Norris would be proud of that lift. It's a good lift.
He can do his little celebration kick.
James and I actually talked about the hit the other day. Mike actually pointed out to both of us. We were talking about it. It's he does one of two things. It's a little leg hike, a little like leg kick, or he does like the shoulder pump, like the Tiger Woods kind of like fist pump, but he does a little lower, like at his hip.
Yeah, like a cat daddy.
Yeah,
that's what I always think of when he does that.
There you go, cat daddy.
Morgan was making fun of him today.
Morgan should not be making any fun of anybody for dancing. I will tell you this right now. Every time I look up from like the little corner by Tim, yeah, she's dancing.
Yep.
I don't. It doesn't matter. We don't even have to have music on, and she'll be dancing. It's unreal. There, that was a really good one from Sean.
Yeah.
Brought that right back into him and caught. You just look like you have happy feet a little bit there. Like you're just not. I don't know. It's just like you're not like staying through your foot as you push. And then there's my pudgy little self. There, that was another good one right in a row. Very nice. Yeah, I remember Tim's shoulders and his knees were really bugging him. He had got some Graston work done, so he was really sore. So I know he was saying he wasn't going like super crazy. That was actually a really good catch from Matt. Matt's issue, like we were talking to him about it today a little bit, he still has the tendency to let that bar drift out in front of him when he catches, or when he goes into the finish. And so the further out that bar is, obviously the harder it is to try and make the lift. And Matt will let that get like all the way out in front of him and then try to pull it back into him, and just makes the lift a lot harder than it has to be. It's a good jerk by James. And there's Caleb. Caleb's gotten really consistent, especially in his cleans. He used to, catch his cleans really forward, kind of on his toes and everything like that. But now he's getting really consistent. It's been quite a while since I've seen him miss a clean. Jerk, on the other hand, sometimes if he's got to struggle a little bit to get up with it, his legs will be a little tired. But he's getting pretty good here. And I believe this is. I started doing power jerks halfway through. Or I started with the split jerks, but that really was just aggravating my Achilles. So then I started power jerking. And then I was just getting all kinds of crazy, like the heavier it got, and I was pushing with my arms, not letting my legs do the works. And then I just stopped doing the jerk because I don't want to reinforce any bad habits. There, that was a good jerk for me. I know it's only 110, but it's pretty good. There's Sean. Sean's a very strong cleaner. If he can catch the clean the right way, he's going to stand up with it. It's not really a matter of he's got really strong legs. And for what he's clean and jerking right now, if he can just rack the bar, he's going to stand up with it and make the jerk.
Yeah, he makes jerks look effortless.
Yeah, even if it takes him a while to stand up with it, he'll just pop right up. And Matt's been actually really focused on. I think Mike was getting on him the other day because he was leading with his shoulders. Mike's been Mike's right there next to him, so when he lifts, Mike's always yelling stuff to him. But he's been really focusing on using his legs when he drives, as opposed to.
Shoulders.
Yeah, you lift them with the shoulders. Because what happens is you start to push up with the shoulders before your hips are fully extended, and you lose the oscillation. You want to use the oscillation, to your advantage.
I have that problem too sometimes.
Yeah, only with the heavier weights though. I don't know if it's a mental thing for you, or because I used to do the exact same thing. You watch any of my early videos, like at Cal Strength, and when we first moved here, my jerk was awful, and that's being nice. I was the same way though. Because glad we really pushed the push presses, and I just figured I could push press 170, so why can't I just do the same thing when I go to jerk it? And I'd get to like 180, 190, and it just wasn't happening. So Donnie was actually the one that really showed me, how to use my legs and let my legs do the work for you. I like those pants that Morgan had on. And you get me.
Yeah.
I wonder if they make those in my size.
Florals.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Oh. You got me
making stuff up.
You got me excited for a second there. I was like, I'll Google that as soon as I get home. Sorry, that was a chair. All right, there we go. See what I mean about just the way he catches it? That little pop thing though, I'm gonna throw this out right now. One of these days, he's gonna have 190, 195, huge lift, and he's gonna go to do that 3-foot pump up in the air thing, and he's gonna miss the catch, and it's just gonna roll down his chest, and I'm gonna feel awful.
But you're gonna laugh.
But I'm gonna laugh at the same time when it happens because I know he's got it under control and it's his own little quirk or whatever. It's funny to watch when he does it, especially when he does it with the lighter weights. And if you watch him when he's on the back of the platform, he'll hop so much that he hops right off the platform. and he's got to like take a little step forward. I mean, I shouldn't talk. I step back when I'm recovering from my clean or whatever, but it's funny to watch somebody else do it. Like Glenn makes fun of me all the time, and I'm like, I'm not the only one. And Trevor's getting really consistent with that power jerk. Usually, like right now, it's not a matter of like his blockouts weak or anything like that. It's usually just when he gets really tired. That's when you'll see just a little bit of elbow bend, and it's not as bad as it used to be, where he'd catch it on like bent elbows or something and then press it out. And it's just a pretty jerk. Look at that. Yeah, Morgan is doing a really good job lately. When she first started working off the blocks, she would start the lift and let her shoulders come forward. And then I said something to her about it. I think Dean said something to her about it too. That was a great save. Yeah. That's talent right there. And now she's just working on just getting that upper body as erect as possible and sweeping that thing all the way back into her hip before she finishes. And it's an easy catch for her. She just drops right down underneath it. And I think she's getting a little bit tired. She was getting frustrated with her power jerks for a little bit there. But they're still pretty good. You can't complain about that. Yeah. There's the Sean Rigsby. He's getting a lot of FaceTime today. It's a face a mother could love. Just because he's got the hook grip shirt on. We're just showing some love to Nat. That's all. Oh, man. I thought we were done with this. Yeah, I caught that a little forward. That wasn't good. Oh, well. That was 80. I don't know why I did that. I'm an idiot. All right, so that was it for Friday. Like I said, 5 singles, around 80%. And, yeah, that was pretty much it. Just moving on week by week, waiting for Glenn to get back from Australia.